Yo guys, what is going on? Today I want to do a really quick video about XDefiant and Ubisoft. I just thought I need to do it. I've seen people do it. I played XDefiant. I stopped playing it a long time ago, but just quickly about the gameplay. Game Pass added COD World War II into Xbox PC Game Pass. Apparently it was just riddled with bad net code and people were able to hack you really easily, so they pulled it. But I couldn't get into any good lobbies anyway, so this was just bot lobbies. But enjoy. I go ham because they're bots, and yeah, let's go. So for those of you who don't know, XDefiant was a free-to-play first-person shooter developed by Ubisoft, and it had some open betas and officially launched in May 2024. And it was, I think it was on everything, like PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, everything, right? It was sort of like COD, but with no skill-based matchmaking, preferenced connection, and everything everybody in the community was asking for. So basically, Ubisoft got a bunch of devs, and Mark Rubin, who I'm pretty sure was a Call of Duty developer, they just said, let's make the ultimate COD killer, and they did a pretty good job. They had special abilities like factions from other various Ubisoft titles like Assassin's Creed, and that's all I know from Ubisoft, to be honest with you. And they it was good, right? Like I feel like, for me personally anyway, the only real Ubisoft game I've ever played is Assassin's Creed, and I'm definitely as far away as a fan as I could possibly get, but I've played a few of them. I think the problem is they just got really repetitive, and it was just the same shit with a different skin. I don't know, I could be wrong, but the few times that I did play it, I just felt like I was just repeating the past. But so I never, and the factions that they had in these special abilities, I never really connected with the players, because I never really knew who any of them were. And I feel like, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like if they had just sort of started out basic with a basic player base with abilities that were just made up, and they didn't connect it to somebody, for me that may have changed it a little bit, because I probably would have been like, oh, this is just all brand new. But I don't know, I could be wrong. But basically in December 2024, December 3rd 2024, Ubisoft said that they would be discontinuing it, and that you could no longer download it, and that, you know, they weren't taking any more sign-ups. You couldn't download the game. If you had it installed on your PC or your console, you could play it, but that was it. Now, for those of you who don't know, when XDefiant launched, it had over 1 million players in the first few hours, and had over 15 million people, unique users overall. That's huge. Bigger than any COD game. Well, not bigger than any COD game, but bigger than any COD game in the 2024 year. And it was huge, man. Everybody was playing it. Everyone was talking about it. It was massive, and it was good fun. I played it heaps. It was good fun. However, the game failed to retain enough players to be sustainable in the free-to-play market. So because they didn't charge for it, they couldn't keep the studio funded, and it didn't have and obviously they're competing against Call of Duty, which is it's hard to compete against Call of Duty. I mean, I'm playing World War II right now, as you can see, and like, as much as it doesn't really feel like Call of Duty, because I didn't play World War II when it first came out completely, it's just Call of Duty has a style and a feel that they've just had and it can never be beaten, but it can be duplicated. You just have to figure out how. Ubisoft, the lady from Ubisoft, her name was Marie-Sophie de Warbert. She's the Chief Studios and Portfolio Officer. She said, poor long-term player retention, lack of profitability, and the inability to justify further investment as the key reasons for them shutting down XDefiant. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't expect a game in 2024 to just absolutely dominate and destroy a game that has been around for 20 years, for one. For two, you expect it to make money, like profit, not even money, profit, off of a brand new game within a short amount of time, going up against probably the biggest game in gaming history, right? And third, it took forever to level up. It took forever to get any sort of attachments. Like, I get what they were doing, right? Everything took forever to do because they just wanted you to keep playing it. It's like YouTubers want you to keep watching their videos. YouTube wants you to stay on the website so they can serve you more ads. It's all about how long can you stay in a specific spot and not move so that we can make the most amount of money. Now, so everything took forever, except it was too long. Like, I played it and it was just too long. Everything took too long. Skins took too long. Weapon attachments took too long. It got boring. The gameplay was fun. The gameplay was good, but especially like someone like me that I don't have hours and hours to play all the time, and I'm not gonna just throw money at a company just because I like the game or because I like the app, for example. It's just not gonna happen. I don't do that. I'm responsible with my money, and I just don't do that. So the fact that that's what they thought that was gonna happen is crazy, right? Especially that we're out of COVID and economy and everything was not that great. It's just crazy that Ubisoft even thought that would be the case. But anyway, the other thing was connection. I didn't have any, like I've said it before, but I did not have any sort of connection to any of the characters that they were pushing down my throat, right? Like I said, aside from Assassin's Creed, which I don't even think I knew unlocked until level 755, I wasn't gonna pay for skins and abilities from a game that I didn't even know if it, like, what it was. Or Splinter Cell was another one. I like Splinter Cell. That's the one I equipped, actually. I played with that Splinter Cell thing. But yeah, I ain't throwing money at this. Like, Ubisoft failed the gaming industry. I don't know I think aside from Assassin's Creed, I don't know what other games Ubisoft actually develops. I feel like Ubisoft as a whole is probably going to go bankrupt soon because I don't think that the company can float off of one game. When they did shut it down, there was 13,000 jobs lost. They closed its San Francisco office. They closed the Osaka studio and its Sydney office. I don't know if it's Sydney, Australia. I'm pretty sure it's Sydney, Australia. And Ubisoft said the decision followed a thorough review of the game's performance and was part of a broader strategy to be more selective with R&D investments. Now, you can't tell me that you had the perfect opportunity with a perfect game with stupid IP to at least compete with the biggest game in history, Call of Duty. I'm not, like, when I say in history, I mean like the amount of time. Like, Fortnite obviously is bigger, and Minecraft and Roblox, but like we're talking long term here. And with IP that little to no one gave a shit about, with a year to actually do anything. There was bugs, there was netcode issues, there was connection issues, there was slow progress. Like, these guys were working around the clock to try and make a game successful and Ubisoft said, nah, fuck you. We're not making enough profit off of the game that's supposed to make us billions, so we're just gonna shut it down. Apparently they're making a battle royale now with like to sort of compete against Apex Legends. If they put all those IP in there again, no one gives a fuck. No one cares, Ubisoft. I have a feeling this is going to be destined to fail. Like, if they do battle royales, we don't need anymore. No one can compete as it is anyway. Right? So, I don't understand why they would be bringing out a battle royale. It's going to flop. It's going to have... I think the biggest thing that the next game that Ubisoft does release, I think it's going to flop harder because of what they did to XDefiant. Like 15 million people are going to absolutely crack the shits at Ubisoft for going, you pulled this game for this piece of shit. So I have a feeling. I could be wrong. Hopefully I am. I doubt it. But also, fuck you, Ubisoft, man. You had the perfect opportunity to make lots of money long term. But you didn't give anybody a chance to fucking fall in love with the game. You banked on the fact that it was a Call of Duty killer. You banked on the fact that people would care about the IP like Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed, which Assassin's Creed's dying. Splinter Cell's been dead for years. Like, what the fuck were you thinking was gonna happen? Tell me, Ubisoft. I'm curious. You've basically gone to the gaming world and said, nah, fuck you. Again, we want money before we want anything else. We want money. Everybody wants money. The whole world wants money, and the gaming industry specifically, they want all your fucking money before they even deliver a product that works. And if they can't have your money quick enough, we'll just kill it. Fuck you. And that's why I've said in the past, and I stand by this firm. Like, there was nothing that will ever back me out of this statement. Companies need to go bankrupt. And Ubisoft, unfortunately for you, I think if there was ever a massive gaming studio that's going to go bankrupt, you're going to be first. Right? You're going to be first, and you deserve it because you were greedy, and that's just what happens when you get greedy. And in this day and age, you're going to have to go bankrupt. It's going to be sad for all the employees, but Ubisoft, you fucked over the gaming industry. You said, we want your money, and we don't want to produce a product that is worthy of your money. We just want your money. And unfortunately, you're going to have to go bankrupt. I'm sorry. It's going to be sad, but like, I don't play any of your games anyway. I don't know how many other people play your games. I don't really see many people playing them. That's what it is. I'm sorry, and it just happens to happen. But thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.